I got to attend MCM Comic Con in London for the second time this year, and since the May edition was one of my best events of the year up until that point, I wanted to make the most of this opportunity. So this is how it went.
Okay, this one's really overweight. Obese suitcase.
Bye bye. Oder noch nicht? Oh, now we're done.
Hello from the airport. It is, what time is it?
10:41.
10:41 a.m. So my luggage did end up being overweight. So we had to pay like 13 euros extra because it was 1 kilo obese, but it's okay. So we're just waiting to get on our flight. I feel like it's not a con travel day unless something with the transport goes wrong for me. So last night I reserved an Uber. And, you know, it was supposed to come at like, I think 8:40 or something. And I kept checking like this morning, like, when is my Uber coming? And they still didn't have like a car specified in the app that was supposed to come pick me up. So I was like getting nervous, like 5 minutes to go. And then it was like the pickup time and there was still no car. So I was like, what do I do? Like, I can't miss this flight. So I ended up just calling a regular taxi and that worked out. It was really expensive and I'm not too happy about that. But, you know, this entire trip is already so expensive that like, what's another 60 euros? Ini's also here.
Hello.
My trusty helper. Yeah, look at her nails, by the way.
So pretty.
She helped me roll in the luggage. I'm actually so exhausted because I like had to weigh the suitcases again this morning because I was like, yeah, they're definitely like overweight. And like the suitcase scale I have, you have to like properly lift up the suitcases and they're both like 20 kilos plus, and I had to do that like multiple times while like switching stuff around from each suitcase to the other. So I ended up lifting both of them like, I don't know, 10 times or something, and my arms were really noodly, so I'm probably gonna take a nap on the plane. Also, I brought this. Do you want to guess what's inside? Was könnte es sein? Also important, but no.
Ah.
Yes, it's a sum up with cute stickers by my friend.
No one would think you have the sum up here.
That's true. Maybe they will want to steal it because the bag is cute, but it takes up less space. I think I went through a phase where like I didn't like Hello Kitty that much, but now she's my favorite again. I also brought a book, which I started yesterday. It's pretty good. It kind of made me like sad though. Like it made me feel a little bit existential.
Since Yanni showed her book, I'm going to show mine because it seems fair.
Yeah, it's fair.
It's like a Korean web novel and it's translated on an app named Tapas. Yeah, that's what I'm currently reading.
Amy's book recommendation. This is our airplane book club. All right, I'm gonna close my bag and I'll see you later.
See you later.
Hour and 25 minutes, you're coming at Somali speed.
Déjà vu.
Déjà vu. Oh, ich sehe unseren Koffer. Time to depart.
The following day, we started setting up around 3 p.m. at the convention center, and I immediately ran into a little issue because I forgot to bring some of the connecting pieces I needed for my grids. I think I threw, because I have like 2 bags of them at home, and I think I put the wrong one in my suitcase that had like fewer of them, but luckily my table neighbors had some extra ones that I could borrow for the weekend, and after that, setup went pretty smoothly for the most part. Since last MCM ended up being my best convention to date, I wanted to be extra well prepared this time and also avoid being understocked, so I reprinted a bunch of my old designs and also created a bunch of new posters, keychains, sticker sheets, and I was testing a self-serve display for the first time as well.
There's gotta be something to it, right?
It took us around 3 hours to finish setting up, and while we were there, Yaz, who also helped us put the display on the table, dropped off some prints that they kindly offered to print for me last minute. And with that last missing piece, the setup was pretty much ready to go for day 1 of MCM.
Check. Yeah! Setup is done. I'm really tired and I want to eat dinner. We had like a couple of difficulties during setup because I thought my grids weren't all gonna fit and I was also missing connecting pieces, but I was able to borrow some. And we're gonna go home now. Yes. Let's go. See it, say it, sorted. I love the UK. We are waiting for the bus. Need like a little bowl for that, or is it okay? Hi. We're approaching 1 p.m. and so far it's been going really good, which I'm happy about. I was like kind of anxious before the con that for some reason things would go horribly wrong and I wouldn't really make many sales this time around. Like, I don't know why I thought that, but yeah, it's been going really well. I'm super happy. I think we have a chance of breaking even today, so I'm very happy about that. And there's been so many nice people here already. Hi! Oh, no worries. Hi. I've already lost all concept of time, so I'm not sure how many hours in we're right now. I'm guessing it's going to be 2 p.m. soon, but con's been going very well so far. I'm happy. I already traded some stuff as well, and I got a gift. Still not over, probably never will be over. Someone came by and they made me little like keychain versions of my OCs in their prison arc outfits, and they're so cute. They're supposed to look like the Persona plushies that they do. They are so adorable, and they have like their wings and stuff on the back as well. And yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't even know what else to say. But yeah, other than that, we don't really have like a bestseller yet. I feel like it's been pretty evenly dispersed among my catalog. I did sell like a lot of Monster High stuff. I think like the keychains are going well. The usual bestsellers like my Persona standees and the Black Butler charms, like they're doing okay, but it's not as much as before. I think, yeah, like I said, it's a bit more spread out right now. Prints in general also going good. So yeah. Teddy and Annika. Oh, cute! Those are so hard to fit in the capsules. Like, really? Oh yeah. Hi. Who are you? Do you want to say your name?
My name is Kai. Also, Sweet Kai on Instagram.
My neighbor, by the way. Oh my god, look at these. How's it going? Oh my god, look at all these. Look at all these! This Stragazine. I hope somebody buys gin.
Yeah, people in Hidori's like loads of people for her.
Yeah.
You're the only person who comes to.
Oh, I love him.
From platform 1.
Good morning. It's very early, but MCM starts at 9 a.m. today for priority ticket people. So we gotta get there like maybe 8:30 latest, just so we have time to like actually organize everything behind the table again, fix anything that might have fallen off during the night, because I remember yesterday we came in and a bunch of like my prints had fallen down, because this time I'm just securing them with the good old tape. I didn't feel like messing around with the magnets this time, so yeah. We're probably gonna grab another breakfast on the way, I think. Yeah. Oh, I didn't show you guys the badge yet, but this time, because it's the October edition, they're Halloween themed. The exhibitor ones are gray, which
maybe wouldn't have been my preferred color choice. We were saying like purple or something like that would have been really cute, but it's whatever. I still appreciate that we get these because German cons don't do this. Like, also I got a ribbon from my across table neighbor. It's so cute. The reason why I'm actually recording right now, yesterday we broke even, so today and tomorrow is just going to be actual revenue, which is great. Like the first day went really well, but I realized like around 4 p.m. or something, I had kind of reached like a little bit of a limit for how much I could like exert myself that day. I don't know. Maybe it's because I had a little break in between cons or something, but today's going to be 10 hours, so I really hope that I can pull through. We're going to head out soon, and we'll see you at London XL for day 2.
Angel.
Hello, we're back for day 2. It's almost the way we left it. I need to get a different cover at some point because I've been using this blanket since like my first con. not that efficient actually. Oh. Good thing I have a tall friend.
I've been trading. Hello! These are really cool. Stickers. I got this pudding one. Nice to meet you!
Oh my god! Oh my god! 2025 is insane!
Okay, tiny little problem. This is all of the business cards we have left. I had 2 full boxes that I brought, and we're almost out, and we're not even halfway through Saturday, so I think I'll put some of these to the side to use tomorrow and like maybe find a way to like emergency reprint some or something because I really need them. Like, they're kind of important. I really thought I brought enough. It was like a couple hundred, but I don't know. I feel like last MCM people didn't grab as many as they did this time. So we'll see what I do about that, I guess.
We did end up finding a temporary solution to the business card problem because I still had some of my label stickers left and we just wrote my Instagram handle on the back of them with a Sharpie. It was definitely better than nothing, but we also ended up running out of those pretty quickly. I was told by some attendees that the show was completely sold out for Saturday and it was also raining outside, so that really explained like the huge crowds and the rushes of people we had. I think I only realized it afterwards, but there were so many phases where I was just dealing with customers like constantly with no break for like, I don't know, 20-30 minutes at a time with seemingly no end to it. And whenever I would get a little break in between, I realized just how much I had been talking and how draining it also is. Like, I really love doing Artist Alley and you can have some really fun conversations, but it can also take quite a toll on you, especially with long hours like on the Saturday. 10 hours is not to be underestimated, and I think I only left the table like twice to go to the bathroom, so yeah, it was definitely a lot, but also extremely rewarding.
Yeah!
Oh, by like 2 hours, I think.
There's so many nice people here.
Honestly, so glad they have a coffee shop here. Like, I think it's like 4:30 or something. I'm really dead. It's very loud in here. I talked so much today already. Sales is going good. We have many pages full of sales. Also, officially passed revenue from yesterday. So, good Saturday so far. We still have a couple hours to go. We're going until 7 p.m. today. But yeah, I'm honestly so beat. I can't wait to go to dinner later. I think we're gonna get like burgers or something. Continuing as expected, pretty much like selling a crap ton of Persona prints. Lots of like Monster High stuff, specifically Draculaura as well. The gacha machine also, very happy about that. And yeah, because I have a helper here, like managing the self-serve display hasn't really been a problem. Like, you know, it's also very easy for me to kind of have a look at it because it's right there. So I don't really have to worry too much about anyone stealing anything. I haven't noticed anyone stealing anything. That being said, it's possible that someone took something and I just literally didn't notice, but I guess we'll see later on when we like counter stuff. But I feel like the advantage to this kind of display really is that people like can properly browse through it and look at the product and see if they enjoy the quality and the way it feels and looks. So I think that's good. And refilling the gacha. My brain is really fried. I don't know what else to say. Some sketches.
This looks big. I think I remember what I said in my last vlog. It's day 3 and I look like it's day 3. Very tired and exhausted from yesterday because like 10 hours is pretty long, and I feel like, I don't know, after like 5 p.m. I was just on autopilot. So to anyone who came by after 5, I'm sorry if I seemed a little bit low energy, but like, no can do. But yeah, yesterday was pretty successful. I say pretty, but like, I think realistically this was probably the single most profitable convention day that I've ever done. It didn't necessarily feel that way like as I was selling things, but afterwards I was like, wait, that was really good. So I'm really happy about that and really grateful that so many people came by. Also like people who said they come from my YouTube, which is crazy. If you're watching right now, thank you. So yeah, we ran out of business cards yesterday, which is extremely unfortunate. Luckily, my friend who also printed my IGUS prints for me, I asked them if they could maybe print some emergency cards for me, and they said yes, and we're going to grab them later when we get to the con. Yeah, I'm super happy and grateful for the help, because I was already like, it was kind of stressing me out yesterday because everybody who comes by, they're like, do you have a business card? And I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, we had that like whatever solution of like writing on the back of the stickers yesterday that Ini cut and giving those out, but like, I don't know, I could see the disappointment in people's eyes. And these won't be crazy or fancy either. It's just like one-sided paper, but like it has all the information on it, so I hope that people can actually find all my socials. I've been yapping too long. We're gonna go buy something to eat, take the train, take another train, and then take another train, and then we'll see you at XL. What do we get? Let's go.
The boys are ready as well.
Good morning.
Alright, little update for today. So we're almost sold out of the Dracula keychain. This is all we have left, these 3. The Host Club one has been doing good as well. Like, I sold a crap ton of these, but I came well prepared and I brought so many of them that I think will last stock-wise. These 2 unfortunately didn't do as well as I hoped, but there were still a couple people who like bought them and we were happy to see. Midsummer and Akatsuki no Yona represented, so I'm happy about that. Monster High Prince also doing very well. Yeah, Gachapon also doing really well. I don't know how many polls we had yesterday. What do you think? Like 30, 40? Yeah, something like that. Like a lot. So I'm happy people like this. And I'm glad I brought enough stock because last MCM I was pretty much out of my Persona 5 one on Friday because I just didn't expect people to like it that much. I sold a couple of zines, not that many, but you know, I don't really expect it with like OC stuff. And surprisingly, this print, which I don't sell a lot of in Germany, like we only have 1 left. And yeah, free print also doing well as always. Persona prints doing really well. So yeah. Oh, and we sold out of like the little stock that I brought with these as well. So that's my little pre-day 3 update. So I'm gonna walk around, maybe buy some stuff from other artists, and then I'll see you in a little bit.
There you go. So
Oh my gosh, thank you. Oh no, it's perfect.
I thought it'd be like easier to just do that.
Yeah, we got scissors. You're my lifesaver, thank you.
Oh, no worries. Enjoy. There's like 10 sheets, I think.
Rushing out because what is this? Zeugnisse. But the prints are really nice, you know, it's like a pleasant surprise. You'd think there's like a report card in there, but no. Luckily it's just art. Die Shots sind auch richtig nice.
I forgot to say my expectations or goals for today. So I don't really have like super high expectations for Sunday. Last time it was like definitely the worst out of the 3 days, and I think we made about like half the revenue of Saturday. Maybe that's my aim for today. We did reach our goals for Friday and Saturday, which was like exceeding the numbers from last time, and breaking even obviously on the first day. So think like the beginning was pretty chill. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I got to see some of my friends. I picked up our emergency reprint cards that Amy already cut. So that makes things a little bit less stressful today. And yeah, let's just see where it goes. I'm taking it pretty chill. Table neighbor across from us also gave me a donut, which was really delicious. I think it had like strawberry frosting or something. Very good. So yeah, off to a good start. I'll check back in with you later. It's the last, I think, like 5 minutes of MCM. Quick update, this is a really good Friday. We did very well. I did have like a mini crash out like an hour ago because I think there was like quite a crowd forming in front of the table and my card terminal just stopped working. Like I couldn't connect to it and I think it took over 30 minutes to get it to work again, and I was like, I must have missed out on so many sales, but it's okay. We're still fine. There we go. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry about that. We did it. Nice. That was MCM London, October 2025.
And just like that, Sunday came to a close. The final day completely surpassed my expectations. I really didn't expect it to go as well as it did, but we were also really exhausted, so it was time to pack up our display and get ready to head out again.
Thank you so much! Nice to see you again! I love it! I love you! So cute and very generous.
Got him. And more coins. I really didn't want any of those, but
Take it as a souvenir.
so many already.
Next stop will be Bishop Stortford.
We made it! Das ist Berlin! Ach, wie wieder Luft. Nicht gut. Wird auch gleich schon wieder dunkel einfach.
I'm back from Comic Con and it's time to do a review of the weekend. I took a few notes of things that I want to talk about. Firstly, how did this MCM stack up against the last one? And I think after watching the vlog, it should be pretty clear that this MCM completely obliterated last MCM for me, which I didn't think was possible, but it happened. So if we don't take any expenses into consideration, just looking at pure revenue from the weekend, all of the money that came in, this is the last MCM and this is this weekend. So as you can see, that's quite a lot more percentage-wise. We didn't like double revenue or anything, but it's still a crazy increase, especially after just such a short amount of time, like after 5 to 6 months. I think I'm super happy with that and really honestly still kind of in disbelief. So let's actually talk about what I did differently to achieve this result. First of all, I think I was way better prepared for this MCM than last MCM. Last time, I didn't really have any expectations. It was my first time, also my first international convention, and I was like totally overwhelmed and surprised by like just how many people there are and how many people wanted to buy my artwork. So I sold out of a lot of my very popular items on Friday, which left me with no stock left at all for Saturday and Sunday, which obviously meant that I lost out on a lot of potential revenue. So for this MCM, I looked at like my sales numbers from last time and tried to really kind of calculate roughly like how much I would need of everything to avoid selling out of stuff throughout the entire weekend. Because that meant that whenever somebody would come by and ask for a specific item, I would be able to sell it to them. And I would have more left over for the next people as well. That meant that my suitcases were very heavy. We'll get back to that later. But I actually did manage to have stock for most of my items right up until the end. There were some things that did end up selling out like on Sunday. One thing on Saturday, but that was like very low stock. It was my Persona 4 fan, and yeah, I only had like I think 6 of those when I came to London. Apart from that, for all of like my keychains and the popular prints that did well last time, as well as some of the ones that I made new for this event, I stocked very well.
that obviously meant I went home with a lot of my stock as well. But for example, the Orin High School keychain, I brought roughly 40 of those, and we sold almost all of them. There's just, I think, like 4 or 5 left in the bag. For like the prints as well, my Persona prints always do well at this convention, and for like the popular designs, I always sold between 20 to 40 of each design. And I didn't run out like last time. If you watched the last MCM vlog, my friend went like in the middle of Saturday to a print shop to get some new copies of like my Catchy print and the Persona 5 like Joker print and stuff like that. Yeah, this time we didn't have to do that, and I had enough stock, and that made a huge difference. But I wouldn't have been able to, I guess, do that and like kind of figure out how much I would need for this con if I hadn't had the experience from before. And like my own data was a really good, I guess, like guideline for me to figure out how much I would sell and how, for me personally, my things sell at this con and what things people are interested the most. The things that sell best here in Germany are slightly different from what's sold in the UK. And I think that's just because every convention and probably every country kind of has little differences in how the audiences are. That was like a really valuable experience in May that helped me make this October con as good as it was. I also tried a self-serve display for the first time. So this was like a really big one for me because I noticed last time as well and at Dokumi this year, like it was sometimes really difficult to keep up with like the amount of people that wanted to buy something because it just, you know, takes a while to grab all of the items for the customer from behind your table and make sure that you're not missing anything, that everything is there, and then you have to like, you know, take the payment. And it can take like a good minute or two per customer depending on how much they want to buy. And the main idea for the self-serve display was to, first of all, allow the customers to get a closer look at the product, look at the things up close, have a look at the keychains, how they sparkle, how they feel, what the materials look like, if it's something they enjoy. Being able to look at the designs close up as well, like not so far away. And the like second advantage that I was hoping for was that it would just make the process of serving customers quicker, right? They can just grab the keychain that they want, and if they also want to buy a print, I can grab that from the back, but I don't have to worry about like, I don't know how many designs I had. I think it was like probably like 14 different keychain designs or something, plus 9 designs from my gachapon and also acrylic standees and stuff. So that's a lot of different bags to organize behind the table. And I just didn't have to deal with that. You know, every now and then we would restock the keychains on the hooks on the display. That's not really an issue because I also had a helper. Like my friend kept kind of like having a look to check that all of the keychains were still stocked, and then she would put new ones on there whenever something was close to running out. Obviously, a big concern with like self-serve display is theft. And I think for me this time, it wasn't a problem that really came up. I don't think anyone stole anything throughout the entire weekend, but I also had a helper there to help me like have a look at it. You know, kind of 2 people looking is a little bit better than 1, because if you're alone and you're like distracted, it would be more easy for someone to steal something. But we also never stocked like that many of the keychains at a time for safety reasons. Like I didn't put like my entire stock of like Dracula keychains there all at once. I think we always had 4 to 7 keychains on the hooks at a time, and that just feels a little bit more safe because you have the rest of your stock in the back. So yeah, that worked out really well. By the way, for the setup of this display is really simple. I just used like an IKEA pegboard and the like long hooks that they sell. Which is like pretty affordable, and it just works really well. It looks nice, it's modular, so you can kind of adjust things according to your needs. You can really like customize it quite a lot. So I can recommend that if you're looking to try out a self-serve display for keychains. I've been talking a lot about that, so let's move on to the next point. Best and worst sellers. So for best sellers, I already mentioned the Persona prints, the like Haruhi keychain always do really well. This time my gachapon also went really well. I remember I sold out of those keychains on Friday at last MCM, so I also made sure to stock a lot of that, and every day, consistently, we had a lot of people playing the machine. I think in total we had like close to 80 individual polls on the machine, so that's a lot of use that I've gotten out of that. I'm super happy about that. I think it's also just really like a fun interaction to have like with the customers. People get excited to play it. I think it worked out really well for me personally, and it also matched like I think the look of my booth quite well. Like it looks good to have the machine there. Something I'm super happy about is that my Monster High stuffed it really well. So I had prints,
keychains and a Draculaura sticker sheet. And Draculaura obviously is very popular, so we sold out of her keychain. I think I had 20 of each character, and Claudine was almost sold out, Draculaura was completely sold out, and we sold a decent amount of all of the other characters, with I think Frankie being the weakest. I think we only sold like 4 or 5 of her, but all of the other ones were a little bit better. But still, like, that's good. That's not bad at all. And completely sold out of the Draculaura sticker sheet, which made me so happy because it was my first time making sticker sheets. And yeah, I think something I noticed also, because I also had a original character sticker sheet, is that with stickers, it's not quite as important that the motive is something that people know, like a fandom related thing. Like, a lot of people would pick up my Lovesick original character sticker sheet, look at it, you know, see how it glitters and stuff, and then pretty much immediately decide to buy it, even if they didn't know the character. And that's something that doesn't really happen with prints, but I think for stickers, it's a little bit different because the aesthetic and the look of it is the most important part. For a print that you put on your wall, you know, you probably want something that has like a personal meaning to you, something that's related to a fandom you're in. But if it's a cute sticker that like you want to put on your laptop or something, it's okay if it's just something that is like visually appealing to you. You know, if the sticker looks nice, you might want to use it. So I think that's probably the reason why the stickers just sold well in general. Worst sellers, I don't think I had any truly bad items. The like Maid-sama and Akatsuki no Yona keychains didn't sell quite as well as I expected. We sold like a handful of each of them. The Orin High School Host Club one is still #1, reign supreme out of the shoujo keychains, but I was still like very happy every time somebody like came by, recognized those, and bought them. I did also sell a couple of OC related things. I never expect like high sales for those because it just doesn't have the pull that like fandom related stuff has. But there were a few people who actually specifically came by to buy my original works this time, which made me so happy. And also like the people who gifted me stuff, by the way, of like my OCs, like the keychains and the sketches I got over the weekend, that made me so happy. So thank you so much. It always like feels surreal when people take the time to draw my characters. Like it's an amazing feeling. So I'm really happy about that. I always really appreciate the OC sales. I also had this like print with the sheep. I didn't bring that many of it because I didn't think it would sell well at all. I just really liked the design, but actually like consistently people were buying it. And I only think had like 2 left in my print folder by the end. So I think we sold probably like 10 of them, which is I think not bad at all for an OC print. So yeah, that made me very, very happy. Let's quickly get a little bit negative and talk about some stuff that just didn't go as well during con that I wish hadn't happened, but it's fine. The main thing that comes to mind is like my crash out on Sunday. Oh my god, I was literally like, I'm gonna cry. This is too much. I can't do this. I'm very surprised it happened on Sunday and not Saturday, but my phone wasn't able to like connect to my SumUp app anymore, which is the tap to pay system that I use. It just stopped working for like a solid 30 to 40 minutes, I think. Like it had trouble throughout the weekend, like sporadically, because the service is just bad when there's so many people in there. But on Sunday, it was like horrific. I couldn't connect back in no matter what I did. I tried using the SumUp device. I tried just tap to pay on my phone. It just didn't want to work. And at that time, also, like, there was a huge crowd of people and so many people wanted to buy something. And I was like, I can't process your payments. It was so frustrating. That really, I think, like ruined my mood for like a little bit there. Because obviously you were missing out on a lot of sales, and also you feel like you can't do anything, right? It's outside of your control, and I don't like that at all. But yeah, managed to get it fixed later down the line, and it was already very close to the end of the con, so I decided to just accept it. It's fine. Like, it's okay. The whole weekend went really great, and Sunday was still very, very good. Like, completely surpassed my expectations. I think we made double compared to last Sunday at May MCM, so despite like the sum up screw up, it's okay. But yeah, that was really frustrating. Another thing that I just want to mention, I really like doing conventions, but there's one thing that honestly always makes me like dread a huge portion of the con, which is the traveling, because the luggage is heavy. Everybody knows the suitcases for Artist Alley, they're packed, they're full, they're at the limit. But honestly, like, I'm not built for this. It makes me not want to get on the train, get on the plane, those things, right? Because I'm also like kind of a smaller person. People are always like surprised when they see me with like the 2 big suitcases and they realize how heavy they are, because a lot of the time my luggage weighs more than I do, and I just can't be lifting that stuff, man. Like, I manage, I can do it, but am I enjoying it? No. I really, really hate doing it. It's, oh my god, like, I think that was also a huge part of like my exhaustion after MCM, because dealing with the luggage, it's just so draining. Like, I wish I didn't have to do it, but unfortunately it's necessary for cons. Maybe next time I do MCM, if I get in again next year, I should try like shipping some of my stuff beforehand. I didn't have the ability to do that this time. I considered it, but maybe I can find a way next time. We'll see. But like, it was just too heavy. Even though I had a helper, obviously, it was really nice that my friend could take one of the suitcases. It was so much. I don't want to keep whining about it, but like, literally, I think this is not talked about enough. Like, the suitcases are just too heavy. Okay. Overall, amazing convention. I had a great time. Not just because it was profitable, but also because there were so many like sweet people there. I got to meet some of my mutuals for the first time IRL. I got to make some new friends. Huge thank you again to Yaz, who emergency printed not just prints for me, but also the like business cards. Oh yeah, that was another like screw up. We ran out of business cards. But yeah, Yaz printed some like little info cards for me for Sunday that we could use, and totally like saved my butt. So thank you so much. They also make like amazing work. I bought their Strega comic from them, and like we traded some Persona merch, and it's so cool. So like, if you like Persona, go check them out. Thank you also to my helper, obviously, for always having my back with the suitcases, with like having an eye on the table, with getting me tea when I couldn't leave the table. I think that's everything I really had to say. I hope this was informative or interesting. There were actually quite a few people who came by my table this time and said that they watched my last MCM vlog, so if you're here again, like, thanks for coming back. I'm super glad that there are people out there who enjoy these videos, because I love making them. I have a couple more events coming up this year before I go into winter hibernation, so obviously I will also be vlogging those for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more of my art, I have Instagram and stuff. And I will see you again very, very soon. Bye-bye.